morning. Welcome to We Are Live. Chris Stedman live in St. Louis alongside Tommy the intern. And we're at Midcoast Studio in St. Louis. The website can be found at midcoast.media. Today, we've got a lot on the plate. We'll say hello to everybody, and I'll let you know what's going on. Good morning, Travis, live from New York. What's happening, man?
Hello, everyone.
Is he frozen? I can't tell. Chris Gardner's the producer. He controls the stream, and he just smoked a menthol. He should be in a decent mood as long as he's had some coffee. Good morning.
Yeah, if I had some coffee, which I did. I'm okay.
Oh,
I'm
good,
all
good,
okay.
good. Yeah.
Good morning, gentlemen in the loo, and good morning. Good morning. Oh, son
Shut
of
it
a
down.
God, I'm sorry. Good morning, my revolutionary brother
Oh, man.
in Brooklyn.
Hi, everybody.
And
I'm
good
trying
morning,
something
Donuts.
different today. Not sure if this is going
Showing up to the show?
Yeah, it's weird, right? He's at about a 20% attendance rate at this point.
What, are you on the phone today?
the phone. Looks like the iPad died.
Oh, no.
Died for good?
Do they have chargers in New York? Are you above chargers? Is that what that is? In New York, you don't
I have
believe
a
it?
charger. Hey, is that a St. Louis Blues championship logo?
Yeah. You like
Yeah,
it?
that's cool. How'd you do that?
Oh, boy.
I had some help from Beebs, and we took one of the logos and then kind of converted it. And was like, hey, let's put it on there at least for a day. Have a little fun with it. What do you think?
I don't know if you guys heard this, but the Blues are Stanley Cup champions.
Yes.
Oh, we talked about it for 2 hours yesterday.
How'd you celebrate?
I went to bed early.
Oh.
I saw some social media that would say different.
Yeah. I read you were up
And there's
later
some-
than I was, and I was up pretty late.
I think you still got Cheetos in your beard.
I was going to say, yeah.
Those are from his breakfast, Gardner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Be fair. I mean, come on, man. So we've got a lot to get to today during the show. We've got a guest coming in. Oh, hey, yeah, there's people in the studio. We've got Ryan Bexley at 8:30, Jeff Jones at 9 a.m. Ryan is a singer, and he's coming in town. What's up, Tommy? You can just talk into the mic. I don't care.
Your computer sound is on.
Oh, that's good. It helps me. So we've got a lot going on. Tommy and Trav will do some target practice. Brett Hull will make it racist. It'll be a hell of a time. We've got fair or foul today. We've got a very, very near and dear topic to my heart because NPR ended their segment with the damn song as I was pulling up today, and now it's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Mr. Gardner, what's the fair or foul?
Yeah, so Travis, Fish was in town for a couple of days playing. Vampire Weekend was in town playing, and they were both playing on the same night. The Blues win the Stanley Cup, but each of those groups covered the song Gloria
Yeah.
during their
big day.
concerts. And so I was thinking, if you build off this momentum, fair or foul, a Laura Branigan cover band. A Laura Branigan cover band. Seems to be the natural progression for where we are right now.
I like that.
I don't know what else she sings, but
Sure, she sings those. What are those
or
songs that
did
are
sing.
open where they're so old that you can't make money off them? Like Crimson and Clover
like
and like, you know what I
Happy
mean?
Birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm sure she's got a few of those.
Yeah,
Who's going to do the Dan Rovell thing where they how much money she makes?
Posthumously,
yeah.
I
The
guarantee
estate.
you that it's there. So it's her manager's been very prevalent on Twitter, and I think she's done a pretty good job, at least on Twitter. I haven't met the woman, of at least honoring, saying, hey, this is all about Laura, and she would have loved this and all that. So, hey, we need a theme song. We'll take it. Fair or foul today, a Laura Branigan cover band. We'll do $10 to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill because Tommy and I are really cutting loose today. It's Hawaiian Shirt Friday, everybody. Look out.
Aloha.
You guys look like shit.
Aloha.
I'm not gonna argue that point, but yeah, we are here, and we.
What was that? I couldn't
We're really
hear you.
relaxing.
You cutting out off and on.
There's the
Is he
stare.
frozen?
No, that's just the
I'm not
stare.
froze. I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. We have a melee today on
You just
Twitter.
didn't say anything funny. I'm sorry.
Was it nice
We
sleeping in
forget.
yesterday?
We forget who you've been around lately. We're sorry.
I'm sorry. I've been hanging out with comedic legends all week. I apologize. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'm all out
so
of
is-
Yeah, I
character.
couldn't
so
do
is-
that. I had
so
to
is
go to
Tommy.
work.
It's just fun. Go ahead.
Yeah,
you
I had
two.
to make a decision. Was it to
Sleep.
do this show or hang out with Jerry Seinfeld for 2 hours?
Well, I mean, when you
Um,
come back here in a few months, you're not going to be with Jerry Seinfeld. So
I did not encourage Tommy, and I look forward to Tommy and Travis yelling at each other for the rest of the show.
No, that's
Don't
fun.
stop, guys.
The melee.
Tommy,
by the
shut
way,
up.
I think it's real. I do think it's really cool. I'm messing with you, but it is
did
really
he miss
cool.
the show yesterday?
No, that
Oh,
he got to
okay.
see Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he met him.
I got
But
a
I-
panic text message yesterday morning that apparently the building in which the show is
Oh, we're gonna
held
break this down.
collapsed. So
Mm-hmm.
I figured you guys
this a
weren't going to
true
be able to
thing?
do the show yesterday.
Is this the Wi-Fi
What time?
thing?
What time did you get that text?
I got it at about 30 minutes to
10:40?
showtime.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got plenty
I
to
got
do.
the
We have a
text at I guess that would be 9 o'clock my time.
we got the melee today on Twitter. What's the melee, Gardner?
Well, I need to figure this out because there's words used at certain times, and they're only used at certain times and in certain contexts. One of them is victory is one you hear in sports a lot. You don't use victory a lot in your vernacular elsewhere in life, except when you're phrasing it certain ways in sports. Stave off elimination. You hear that a lot when there's, you're up against it
Mm-hmm.
in a series, a playoff series in sports. Another one is hoist. People hoist the cup, that little logo we see above Travis's head, the Stanley Cup there. But do they? Is that the only thing they do? So I ask this. When a hockey player wins the Stanley Cup, do they hoist, lift, or raise the trophy?
It's a great question. Very Gardner
Hoist,
question.
lift, or raise the trophy? That'll be your melee.
I feel like
today.
it's hoist because it requires both arms putting it above it.
Is that what
I
hoist
think with any other
is then?
trophy, you raise a trophy. You can raise the Lombardi trophy. You
Uh-huh.
can raise the Larry O'Brien trophy. I think you can hoist the Stanley Cup.
So if it takes two hands, it's hoisting. Is that what the rule of
Yes.
thumb should be? Okay.
And that's my
I thought
go-to.
hoisting was like this when you're like on a ship.
How'd it go?
Hoist the mainsail, so you just pull the rope down.
But
You
you're
get-
using two hands
You get to
there.
go sailing when you're a Cardinal season ticket holder, don't you?
No,
That's where you
I
got
don't.
that shirt.
I always wanted to
no,
be a
I
sailor.
wasn't sure if that was the right. I've heard that used too. I just don't know if it was like.
Well, I looked up the definition and
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm checking in. I'm making
explaining
sure.
it to you, Tommy, that there are also words with multiple definitions, alternate definitions, correct?
Yes.
And we probably just have that in this case.
Okay,
There,
I
we
was
figured
just
out our
asking.
problem.
I was
It's the
just
calmest
asking.
you've been. What happened? What's going on here?
I made
Um,
him laugh so hard outside that he forgot what he was gonna say.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't even know why you made me laugh. Oh, he was telling me about his lactose intolerance.
Oh,
So
gross. Black Sheep says, I feel like hoist requires a pulley system.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I'm also
Thank
saying
you, Black Sheep.
so maybe hoisting really, and it goes hand in hand with what
Yeah,
Travis
I
is
get it.
saying. Hoisting we should maybe really think of as two hands because it's that heavy. Where the others we don't, you get.
Hoist only has one definition:
What does it say?
raise something by means of ropes and pulleys.
Well, then why do we say hoist the cup?
Exactly.
So have we been using it wrong?
Yes.
Because hoist
That's
is
right.
probably
You
going
can
to win
hoist
this
the
poll.
cup though.
Huh?
Like, what if a girl has a fat ass? I'd be hoisting that ass.
Yeah, well,
Classic Terrell.
You don't raise the ass, you hoist it.
well, if
Use
you're
two
hoist-
hands.
But what if are you using
What about a
ropes
butt?
and
What about a
pulleys?
butt lift?
I would just use one hand and just.
So
From Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer, Fish had a very offbeat album called Hoist in the 90s, and they were in town Wednesday night. Coincidence?
oh my.
That is a
He
there-
thinks
that is
not.
that's a network TV level connection that was just made. It's like, wait,
Mhm.
that's not a story.
Yeah.
That was great work by the Fancy Foyer. So, do we want to thank Fish on that?
Thank you, Fish.
Tommy just did.
Okay.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
No, but
I get to see real big
see
fish.
now
in 2
that we have
weeks.
that definition, now I'm all screwed up. Why are we using that word then? Even?
What was the other two options? I'm gonna make sure all of those are
Lift
wrong.
or raise?
Raise. Let's go to raise.
We're gonna always lift it, right?
Yeah.
That's a given. So lift is a given. You're gonna always have to, in order to pick up something, it has to be lifted. So that's a given.
Right. And then raise.
Now, what you do after you pick it up, after you lift it, that's when it changes. And I think because of the size of the Stanley Cup, you hoist it because they're putting it over their head. They're not just putting it out in front. They're
Not
not
what
just
hoist
putting
means.
it, at
Right.
arm's level. They're putting
Well,
it over their shoulder. So
here's
you're
the-
hoisting.
Here's the thing then. I'm going to say that it's raise because we've obviously been using hoist wrong. If the definition requires you to be using ropes or a pulley system, then we're using hoist wrong. And when you lift it, you can lift it up, but no one just lifts the cup up.
No.
They always put it above their head. So
Right.
I would say raise is probably what we should use then because that's traditionally what we see with the Stanley Cup.
Welcome
See,
to
we're learning the English language today.
Welcome to
gentlemen.
We Are Live, where we argue about the semantics of words.
Don't worry. We've got people that tune in daily, like Birch. Lift is the action. Hoist is a means to lift.
Hoist. Okay.
Do I have to write this in the notes?
Yeah.
so then we
Didn't
talk
I
about
just
it.
say
hoist,
that?
raise, and
Yeah.
lift.
How come Burke's definition, I said the exact same thing in street talk and y'all just ignore it?
because it's
That's not the actual definition.
it's street talk. I don't think you
Street-
said it in
street
street talk.
talk?
Oh, just because you used an ass, that makes it street talk.
Street talk.
Oh no!
Oh,
so
man.
now if any white person talks about an ass, it's appropriation. Damn it!
I might have a new shirt
Damn it.
involving asses soon, Travis.
Oh
You
yeah.
might like that. Sometimes I hand make shirts with my hands and paint
Wait. What else would you hand make a shirt with?
and a screen printer.
Okay.
And so I'm going to make a shirt that says respect that ass.
Oh, nice. How delightful, Tommy. I look forward to that.
It was funny watching you do that because the video was all choppy while you did it. So we got it by like frame
So
by frame.
I get choppy. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
How about that?
Yeah.
Is that better?
No, I mean it's still funny. Yeah.
Are you taking screenshots?
I did earlier.
You son of a...
Oh yeah, just did there. Yes. Yes.
We've got I think the Fancy Foyer is high. Broskies, your muscle joints and tendons are your ropes and pulleys.
Oh.
All right. That is scary.
I think he's
Okay,
high.
maybe we can use hoist.
Birch,
I think
always remember though, lift with your legs.
I think it'd be cool to go to that
Mhm.
thing, Body World, but like high. I wonder what that would be like.
What's Body World?
Do you guys not know what Body World is?
Yeah, it's a bunch of people that
Body
donated.
bro.
It's what?
Bunch of people that donated their bodies to science, and they made art out of them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that thing.
Oh. That's
disgusting.
interesting. Oh, but like Body World at the Science Center?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, have you been to that?
No, my friend Ron donated his body to science, and I'm afraid I'm going to end up seeing him there.
Ah, Ron!
Oh, Ron, that's what
rude.
your penis looked like.
Uh,
Ah.
Ron, did you put in a request to ride the T-Rex nude? Oh,
So
man.
I don't know what ends up. Maybe I should just look into what happens when you do donate your body. Do you have to donate it to Body World for it to be used,
I'm
or is
not
it just
sure.
in general the body
Like,
science?
Bert-
Science.
Birch thinks that the body world is Chinese prisoners.
Oh.
A repressive.
I don't like.
A regime.
I've heard that rumor too, that they
no.
take them from like prisoners and stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, racist as hell.
Yeah.
No, it's
That
not.
has no,
It's-
nothing to do with that. It's actually speaking to you're cutting
like-
down their government.
I read somewhere that like some of the bodies are what's it called when you don't unclaimed bodies. I'm gonna donate my heart to it though, because it's interesting to look at.
Oh no.
What? What? Oh no! What's oh
Nobody
no?
won't buy it. They don't even do anything while it's alive.
I heard
That's
half
the,
of what you
like
said.
it's important, but it's important to study those things
To study it to make it better in the
so that
long
if somebody else has the same problem I
Yeah.
do in the future, they can look at that and they can go, okay, this is how we can fix it.
That's very giving, Tommy.
Thank you.
Hey, so the Blues won the Stanley Cup. I saw some great photos of the cup getting passed around, all kinds of fun things. Travis, quick question. What would you eat or drink out of the Stanley Cup? I think this is important that we ask you specifically.
Dead ass.
I would drink soda, eating red hot riplets, and test the raviolis.
Yeah.
That was probably a really canned answer, or just it's as
Or
true,
he's thought
as
about
true
it.
as it
Or
gets.
you can always do chicken fried rice. I would love to see someone eat chicken fried rice out of the top of the Stanley Cup. That'd be pretty cool.
What kind of food is that?
Chinese food,
Oh,
Gardner.
well done, sir. Well done.
I'd like to just sit in it. Just sit in the top
like
bowl.
Tarasenko's baby.
Yeah. Did he do that? That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
want to. Yeah, that's great.
There was a photo posted.
I'm
That We Are
so, do you
Live
think
page.
like people have put their dong on top of the cup
Yes.
I
Aww.
as we segue to a baby on top of the cup?
Yeah,
Appreciate
I
that.
realized that as I hit the button.
Please edit that out.
I mean, is it a boy or a girl? Because if that's true, kinda.
yeah, it's a girl.
Okay.
That
never
is an
mind.
adorable baby.
Baby Tarasenko in the cup.
Too bad it's Russian.
Oh boy.
What?
Probably
Oh.
here to infiltrate our elections.
Oh boy.
Well, it'll. Okay.
Oh boy. And the liberal show killer he is.
What's the time? What's the timestamp?
29:47, Tommy. 29:47.
We're gonna make a super comp of you. You bringing down the show with your comments.
Yeah.
What's
I
happening?
thought you were going to do something more along the lines of course, Vladimir Tarasenko is going to visit the White House. He's Russian. Da-da-da-da-da.
Chris, how long did it take you to
No,
go
if the
over
Blues
here?
want to visit the White House,
I
go for it. I don't care.
Great time to tell you about Gateway Powder Coating. They're a wonderful company that supports us, so you support them. That's right, gatewaypowdercoat.com. Check out all the resources for the #1 powder coating company in the Midwest. Fast, durable, affordable. They're here for you. Travis, he's got a smoker that he wants touched up. Gardner, you think he could take it there?
Yeah, I would say so.
That's exciting because he can. If
Yeah.
you can paint it, you can
Can
powder
I
coat
tell
it.
you guys about my commitment to this remarkable podcast of ours?
Hold on one second. Let us finish the Gateway Powder
It
Coating
might
live.
be a read. It might be a read. Is this part of the read?
Unless you got that.
No, never mind.
Are you
All right, continue.
gatewaypowdercoat.com. Check them out.
There we go. All right, now what's that?
Chris looks tired.
I'm good.
So today is the last day of the production assistant gig, but because I have a deadline with Sesame Street, and of course this show, whoop-de-doo, I won't be able to make it in this morning. But I am so committed to We Are Live that I am missing an interview this morning with Maggie Gyllenhaal and Alexander Wang. So there, I love you all more than those two industry icons. So you're
Today.
welcome, St. Louis.
Today, at least. Yesterday.
Yesterday was Cedric the Entertainer talking to Jerry Seinfeld, Tracy Morgan, and Al Roker.
Yeah.
So yeah. What did we have on the show yesterday?
Oh, we won the.
What did I talk about?
Oh, we talked about the Stanley Cup quite a bit, and the Blues winning.
Okay.
Probably. the
If
biggest
you like
story
that kind
going
of
on.
jam.
Is Seinfeld nice?
Are we-
Okay.
we
All right.
say,
gonna-
Tommy?
Okay, I was just asking.
What was your question? I didn't hear you.
Is Seinfeld nice?
He's very nice. He was very down to earth. I have to get you guys the photo we all took as a crew, but he was very insightful. It was Jerry Seinfeld, man. It was one of the best to ever do. The man's a brand in himself, and him and Cedric, two classic comedians who go all the way back to way back in the day, way before television. and to see them talk about the genre, their careers, where they are now, it was truly a sight to behold. Seinfeld couldn't have been a nicer person.
How was Tracy Morgan?
Tracy Morgan was a treat. Tracy Morgan is, I think people don't give enough credit to Tracy Morgan for how incredibly intelligent he is. Such an insightful, observant individual, and he works in any room. Like I
Mm-hmm.
see why he can do a show like Martin. I can see why he was so successful on SNL. You see why he was so great on 30 Rock. He just knows comedy. Like some people just know how comedy works. And he was electric. Like he was all over the place. Like
Yeah.
he talked a little bit about, of course, his accident from a couple of years ago. He makes a little bit jokes about that, but then he jumps back into, of course, remembering his good friend that passed away
Yeah.
in it. But you can tell he has a different perspective on life, and he talks about living it up now. He doesn't have to struggle, financially anymore, especially since the settlement with Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And he just talks about that level of comfort now to be able to not only take care of his family for the rest of their lives, but the family of his very close friend that passed away in that
Yeah.
accident. So it's been a cool opportunity to watch it take place. I say the situation, it's like it's like We Are Live with a New York City budget. Um, it's the kind of show we would do if we had the means and resources as they do here in New York. It's just a really fun, laid back interview style TV show that is look like it's going to debut sometime later in the fall.
That's cool.
That's
Can
fantastic.
Can you say what studios like you were working at?
I cannot.
Okay. Tell me off the air.
I don't think he should actually, because you'll use it against him if there ever comes a
I
time.
already got that stuff. I don't need any more.
Gotcha.
We're
So-
good there.
So Travis is wrapping up with that. You going to continue doing any other side work or other opportunities like that, Travis?
They have offered me a few opportunities to do some more production assistant work on some projects that are coming up around the city here in the next couple of weeks. It all depends on if it conflicts with, of course, We Are Live and Sesame Street. And so this was me doing a favor for one of the fellows inside the program here at
Mhm.
Sesame. He's also a director and producer here in the New York area. So I just wanted some experience on set, and sure enough, it just happens to be a fairly St. Louis focused program with said being involved. It's turned out to be a really cool opportunity just to learn how the industry truly works.
A couple people are asking if Tracy Morgan's Bugatti is getting fixed, because a week ago he was driving out of the dealership immediately, and a woman from a New York lady hit it.
Oh no!
Like ran right into it after he was driving it off the lot. That's from
He actually talked
few
about
different
that
people.
incident, and he talked about how he just talked about how the media reacted to it, and just being able, it was kind of inside ball game. It was one of those situations where as soon as TMZ showed up on the scene, it was made more out of it than what it actually was. And but he was very open about it. He talks openly about his life. He's been an open personality for a long time, and he certainly was during this interview. And of course, him and Cedric go way back. They've been doing comedy together for years. So it was a really cool conversation between those two. Cedric is a master host. I honestly, I don't know why he hasn't been doing this for years. I know everyone's jumping on to the late night TV bandwagon, but if there's someone who I would love to see enter the fray, I would love to see a person like Cedric the Entertainer be able to do that. He just has the personality that works for everyone. I haven't met anyone who has said anything negatively about Cedric the Entertainer. Like everyone I've talked to from all walks of life talk highly of him and love watching him on television. Black, white, women, men, they're big fans of Cedric. So I would love to see more work like this for Cedric the Entertainer.
very nice. Travis, are you sticking around on the stream for the interview, or are you going to pop back on after?
Well, I can pop back on afterward. That will give me some time maybe to charge
We'll do that.
my laptop, and we can actually not have to go through me holding my phone up to most for 2 hours.
Well, sounds like a plan. Travis will take a break. We will tell you about Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. I'm wearing the shirt today because Buzz afforded us the opportunity to meet Colton Wong last year doing a fundraiser. And wanted to shout out to our favorite food truck in the St. Louis area. That's Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. Be sure to support them. They support us. Cannot say enough good things about poke, musubi, all the wonderful Hawaiian dishes they serve for you and yours. I'm also going to tell you about St. Louis Counseling Services. Yesterday I had Tom and Debbie in from St. Louis Counseling. They do a podcast here called Mental Health Matters. St. Louis Counseling Services here for you and yours in the St. Louis area. If you have a business that you run, you're looking into wellness programs, or you need counseling provided for your employees, maybe you're part of a school district. That's right. They can help schools in the St. Louis area, as they have since 1955. They'll help with whatever you need. Again, counseling, school partnership programs, employee assistance programs. Make sure you check out stlouiscounseling.org, and you can do that online today. Jump in, check them out, say hello, and huge thanks to St. Louis Counseling Services for pushing our show, for doing their podcast here at Midcoast Studios. Again, you can check them out online, stlouiscounseling.org. Our next guest coming in studio right now, he's sitting down, singer-songwriter from, originally not from there, but he's just a transplant like everybody else now. Nashville is where he's in town from. We're excited to have Ryan Bexley on the show. He's got a big show tomorrow night. We'll tell you a little bit more about that after we say hello to Ryan. Ryan, good morning, man. What's happening?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, doing well, dude. Doing well, and I'm excited for you. I've got some information here I'm going to tell some people. You guys can check out Ryan's website, ryanbexleymusic.com. That's with an X. And then he's got a show in. We're doing. You brought your light crew with you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna read this from the bio so we can get right into this. And we've got people commenting. They can ask questions. Former Division I football player at Arizona State. I'm sure you got a ton of studying done at Arizona State as well. Also playing football. It is. They're a real intellectual powerhouse in the area. Since graduation in 2011, Ryan's been playing music. You've been working with some huge names in country and west. I'd say country and western. Dierks Bentley, Lee Bryce, Stoney LaRue has a weird, crazy following here in Missouri.
Yeah.
Sells out shows all the time. Has worked Old Dominion, Chase Rice, Keith Urban, Joe Nichols, Jake Owen, Michael Ray, and many others. Again, he's got a show tomorrow night, and that's in Maplewood at Rafters at Moosylvania in Maplewood. You can get tickets online, and it's the proceeds will benefit Gateway to Hope Breast Cancer Lifeline. Ryan, that was a huge intro for a big guy. What's up, dude? How are you, man?
Much, man. Thanks for having us in, man. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I never mind these early morning interviews. You get them out of the way.
Yeah,
In a good way.
Yeah, are you up from last night still?
I got in pretty late, but that's the good thing about the football thing. You're used to getting up early.
Right,
One
yeah,
thing
they
that
jump
never kind of leaves you. Is
Our mics are pick it up. If you get right up on it,
Yeah.
we are in it. Yes,
Yeah, there
that's
we
right.
go.
Yeah,
There
you
we
can
go.
you can serenade me
Yeah,
too with
perfect.
your. So Ryan, so you're in town. How long have you been in Nashville?
I've been there for about 5 years going on now.
So you're the cause for all the cranes in the air,
I
right?
am.
That's
am.
all on you,
Yep,
dude.
it's
How much has
literally
Nashville
from all that.
changed, man? It's so crazy.
Unbelievable. I'd started actually going out there when I was living in Arizona at the time, first getting involved in stuff, and seeing the growth of the city from then to now. And not even like I'll go back Sunday, and there'll probably be another new building. Built.
You're not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like that's a real deal, and it's crazy too because then it becomes this thing where people are moving from New York, from the West Coast to Nashville. Does it help somebody like you on the up? Is that a good thing? Is it more opportunities, or is it does it kind of crowd the scene that was already
It's like
unbelievably
it's
crowded?
a love-hate situation very much. Like me and my I just got married a couple
Congratulations,
weeks ago. Thank
man.
you.
Yeah.
And my wife and I bought a house last year. So we love the fact that it's,
Oh,
people
sure.
coming in and growing. However, trying to get to that house at certain times, you may as well buy a hotel on the side of the road somewhere. 'Cause
Yeah.
the traffic is just insane.
That's
And
wild,
It's just
man.
turning into one of those cities like a Chicago, or I assume around here at times with the traffic.
Only 2 days ago would St.
Yeah.
Louis have felt like that
Yeah.
with Stanley Cup stuff going on and then a bunch of concerts and everything. But yeah, Nashville's one of those crazy cities that if you went back in time and told somebody 30 years ago, it'd be like, Nashville is crushing St. Louis in every aspect of growth ever. People will be like, the place where Dolly Parton's like what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know about that. So, congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
success. Sounds like you're moving things up.
Yeah.
What was life like at Arizona State? Give me a little look into that. Who were, I guess, maybe some of your teammates that we would remember? I'm trying to place. I always just think of Terrell Suggs when I think of Arizona State every single time, and then I think of some fighters that wrestled there or stuff too. So,
Cain Velasquez was one of the guys.
yeah, not a bad pickup for the.
He was always in the football weight room. They had a bunch of different weight rooms, but the athletes were all kind of condensed into one.
This is our intern Tommy, who doesn't even know who. No way you know who Cain Velasquez is, do you? Former UFC heavyweight champion and a very, very strong collegiate wrestler as well.
Yeah.
But so Cain Velasquez was running around the weight room when you were there?
And we had a bunch of different guys and stuff. But we had, when I was there, I played for Dennis Erickson, so
that
he had a
guy's
great
been
staff.
around, man. Yeah.
He's had a great history, and
Absolutely.
I keep in touch with him all the time. And he was doing that new football league, that AFL, the AAFL that had just.
Yeah, that was interesting. It looked like maybe it was going to be kind of a cool feeder league,
I was
and then
really rooting for it.
Yeah.
There's not very many opportunities like baseball and basketball. They have so many, and even hockey with all the different leagues. So football, it's either the NFL or bust.
Yeah,
to make a living. In
you
that
just
sense.
brought up Cain Velasquez. Look at all the extra MMA promotions. You can get your ass kicked in the
Yeah.
UFC for 4 fights in a row. Go turn it around and come back. But NFL is just over.
It's a different beast. But one of my good buddies that was more name in that sense was Brock Osweiler. He was quarterback there.
Yeah.
We had Vontez Burfict, a bunch of other guys that were a lot kind of journeymen, but in the sense of names that a lot more people would know. Those are two of the big ones. And
Brock Osweiler, does he let you hold his ring whenever you come around? Like, how does that work out?
I actually never asked him about it.
Really?
It's one of those things that I had a couple of buddies that won, and a ring is a ring. In my opinion. Now I'm sure if I asked him, he'd let me try it on.
Let you give it
I said no,
yeah. No, I can't imagine. So when did you decide? Were you playing music while you were on the football team?
I was. I had started to. I started getting more into it as football was winding down. When I was, I was trying to play afterwards too. But being a fullback, coming from spread offense, kind of.
You had some extra time.
We had the lockout. When I was coming out, the lockout was going on. It just kind of made things a little complicated. So I did start playing music to have fun. We played at parties. Then Toby Keith had a bar out there that I got into, and just found little things that were progressively taking me to this career.
Yeah.
And it felt good. It was an easy transition. So as that was winding down, it just kind of into the next thing.
Seemed to work out. I'm sure your family too. Like I can imagine, like if you tell people that go into middle management, renting cars and stuff, which is a perfectly fine career.
Yeah.
But if they're like, wait, you played college football at Arizona, and you're gonna go play music now? Like, wait, what kind of dream are you living here,
well,
man?
It's funny too because the year after I got done playing, I stayed on as a graduate assistant. Getting into coaching, thinking football was such a big part of your life, and it just doesn't stop. Just because you graduate, you're not playing anymore. There's always still that fire and hunger with it. So I was coaching, and that last year we had all gotten fired. That staff had gotten fired. So I was thinking about going out to UCLA with our one coach, who's the new offense coordinator there, and it was kind of that crossroad of coaching at a good school or go be a broke musician in Nashville. And so that was a fun conversation.
Hang out on UCLA's campus. If you've ever been there, it's a perfectly fine campus to take in the visuals. And when you're part of an athletic program, this is a very positive thing I'm saying. You're living a little different than everybody else on campus. There's some doors are open, some things like that. Yeah, at the University of Missouri, definitely saw plenty of my friends enjoying that. Were you part of the team that beat Mizzou in 2011?
I wasn't.
You were? Okay, yeah. I was trying to think anything, because there was a bowl game and then a few others that were part of it. Either way, so you make it to Nashville. You're like, I'm going to be a broke musician in a town full of broke musicians. There's karaoke bars in Nashville where you're just like, do you have a recording deal? Like, what's going on? Yeah. So Nashville, when you first get there, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? Do you think I've got this figured out? I'm an athlete. I'll work my way through it.
I think, in the back of your mind, that's the one thing that was a blessing to have. One, a competitive nature in a good way, not an unhealthy competitive drive, but just something that keeps you moving and going.
Bullying
You're like,
other
yeah,
up-and-coming
yeah,
singers.
Yeah, you suck, man.
Perfect. Yeah.
You know, playing football, just body slamming people around
Yeah,
town.
I would hope so. I mean, I would think that.
What'd
That-
you say? What?
Next, are there any country singers that could rival your athletic prowess?
I know Lee Bryce played football at Clemson.
Okay.
I know Sam Hunt played at Alabama, Birmingham. There's a lot of guys that have athletic backgrounds. A lot of baseball players.
Really?
A lot of guys that played baseball. Dirks is a huge hockey guy,
Which is kind of funny. I
Dirks
guess.
is like the tiniest dude ever, in a good, not
Right.
insulting him. People are small.
Yeah.
But,
Losers.
Case in
Yeah.
point.
I mean, people that are lesser than.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
But
but
there's definitely that a lot of guys have that coming from different backgrounds. But yeah, a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
But there's been a couple football guys, but nobody from out west in that sense. Nobody Pac-10 or Pac-12 like me.
Yeah, of course, that's a big
and then
deal.
Even being, because I'm a Jersey guy. I'm from New Jersey, and that's the other fun conversation. Is it's like, wait, so you're from Arizona, but you're from New Jersey, and you sing country music in Tennessee. And it's like drawing things out of a hat. Be like,
Yeah.
What's the next one I'm gonna get?
It's definitely, you're literally just like placing it in
Yeah.
wherever it works. So growing up in Jersey then, so Bruce Springsteen's got to
Yeah.
be your guy.
He's my dude.
Yeah.
I always say there's three people that when I really started getting in deep into music of inspiration stuff. I played guitar. Dave Matthews was my dude on guitar. Bruce is my dude in writing and so much stuff that he did. And believe it or not, Eddie Vedder as a performer. And
Yeah, at this point, we're at 30 years of him
Yeah.
topping everything. So
unbelievable. And
Yeah.
I'm like, if I can climb those rafters. But yeah, Bruce is, and actually my wife is from Freehold, where he's from.
Oh,
And
nice.
Her house is like a mile from his house. So like when we go home, she's like, you coming home just cruising the streets?
I'm gonna go hang out outside Bruce's
Maybe
place for a while.
Maybe he's around.
Yeah,
But,
that could happen. Would
but
that
yeah.
be your ultimate? He rushes out on stage and sings one of your songs with you, or you
Oh
sing
my
one
God.
of his?
I couldn't even fathom what that
There's
was
a
like.
band from Jersey that I saw a video of that. Are you familiar with the Gaslight Anthem?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from up there. I mean, they're obviously super into Bruce Springsteen, and I saw them, like, I guess at a festival. They did a song together. Bruce Springsteen ran out on stage, and that made me think. I was like, I wonder if he'd do that for another Jersey
I
guy.
don't know. I mean, that would just kind of be one of those things. Like, is this happening?
Would you forget the lines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to have him remember them for me. But
Well, that'd be.
I
that'd
think
be
he
the
just
best
had an
kind of
album
do.
come out today too.
Oh,
Here we are
great.
talking about. Now we're promoting Bruce.
Well, we're here to celebrate Bruce and all things Jersey. So, again, we got Ryan Bexley,
I better
singer
get a
songwriter.
call from him later. Be like, hey man, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I really needed that.
Hey, I was on the tough side of town, and I heard
see
this
it,
podcast you were on. Wanted to give you a congratulatory hello. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Jump right in. So Ryan, you've got this show tomorrow. What brought you up here? Are you? Is the actual charity something that means something to you? Do you have friends up here, and they thought, hey, you'd be great for this? What brought you to St. Louis for the show?
It had all come about. A good buddy of mine from Nashville. He's got a great buddy and he's on the board as well with his parents and stuff. And our buddy Nordy, who's putting this thing on, was telling me about it. And I think what's unfortunate in today's world is everybody, whether it's directly with somebody, a direct family member, or somebody has been affected and touched by cancer.
Unfortunately,
And breast cancer growing just the way that it is. And one of my best friends growing up, his mom battled with it. Thank God came out of it. But you saw the turmoil and the different things that family was going through for those certain times. And I love, in my opinion of things, if you can't give back in anything you're doing, I think that you should maybe reanalyze a couple things, and because that's what we can do as humans, just giving back. It takes nothing and stuff, but finding something that you can go into and want to help because you were affected by something one way or another. And that's what's so great with music is it makes it that much easier
Absolutely.
to do stuff because of what you can provide and just the happiness that you can bring people, hopefully. But
when
yeah,
you're
this
not
was-
bullying their
when I'm
favorite
not
artist.
bullying them,
Yeah,
and
of course.
tackling them. And,
Yeah.
but you just see what unfortunately with cancer treatments today and some with breast cancer, thank God you come out of it, but then you're alive and everything's healthy, and you look at your bank account.
I was gonna
and
say,
you're,
yeah.
maybe you got to live in a shanty.
Right.
And so what's great about this organization is helping people through their treatment, taking that burden off because of just the burden of trying to survive, physically. And
Very
then-
serious
and then
issue.
you can come out and be dead financially, and that's just awful.
Then
how
nobody
that
should have to
happens.
deal with
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
so with this organization, what they do, And this fundraising event that we're playing tomorrow, I know tickets are available at the door and online with their website and stuff, but it's just something that, I'm like, done.
Yeah, you
Like,
come up.
What do you need? Like,
Yeah,
we're done.
that's fantastic,
So-
man. I love that, and to infuse that into your schedule and everything else. It's a night in Nashville. Again, tickets are $50. Concerts and light appetizers provided, and cash bar is available. It's a good time to be in St. Louis, man. People
Oh
are
my
really
gosh.
excited. They're going to be running around. If you get a chance, are you going to go by the parade? They're doing the
So,
Stanley
a
Cup.
good
Just bring
buddy
a
of mine-
guitar and just start playing. Yeah.
I'm actually playing a show tonight.
Are you really? Where at?
downtown. It's a place called Game 6.
Oh,
Honky
cool.
Tonk
Honky Tonk Joint. Yeah, that's perfect for you. Yeah, seriously.
We've been trying to get up here for a while. Our dates just always conflicted with it.
Sure.
But when we told him we were doing this, he was like, dude, perfect time. We got a date available. And then with everything going on now, it's just like, what?
You're just going to ride the wave.
It's a special time. Like I don't think you guys might understand a little bit, but to be involved in a city where something big of this magnitude just happened, and you just happen to be here, I mean, that's like, go get a lottery ticket, maybe.
Yeah,
But
as a
it's
performer.
awesome too. Like
Yeah.
you can't, you're never going to capture that kind of environment, that energy
Mhm.
again. I mean, hopefully you will.
The flip
but to
side,
be
no,
here from
you
an
won't.
outsider
Flip
is
side, you could have
awesome.
been here Sunday doing a show.
Yeah.
that was not a good day to do
No.
a show in St. Louis. Real quick, best fullback of all time?
Ooh,
Who would you model yourself after?
well, I was number 39. I always loved Larry Zonka.
Oh, look
you know,
at
do you consider him a
you.
fullback
Okay,
like that,
yeah.
you know?
I was gonna say you said Larry. I was like, is he gonna say Larry Centers?
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like, play for the
But-
Cardinals. Like that
but
would have made sense.
One,
Yeah.
of my good buddies, an ASU guy and a Rams guy, was Mike Carney.
Oh yeah,
So
he
you
was
gotta love
tough,
that,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, the fullback position, Gardner. I feel like that's a position that you would be interested in, as it's been phased out at times, but then I feel like Belichick will revitalize the position or
I
something.
think I'm more of a long snapper.
Oh, you a long
Yeah.
snapper guy? I bet
Yeah.
you long snapping's interesting because you actually have to be able to throw. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily just your big stroke. You have to be able to chuck
you
it.
get one bad job, and you are remembered for the rest of your life as the guy who screwed everything up.
Well, how
rather
about
than,
that? Who was the guy who was retired?
So it's
and
best
came
I
out
just don't get on the football.
How about backup long snapper?
Yeah.
Backup long snapper.
I always
yeah.
wanted to be Jim Sorgi.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good for you. So wait-
Backup Peyton Manning for 10
Yeah.
years.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that'd be the best. And then Kubiak. Kubiak
Yeah.
sat behind Elway for how long? And then he's shaking his head. Kubiak. So wait. Real quick, jerseys. I mean, Giants. What kind of fan are you?
So I'm actually a Packers owner.
Okay, get him out. All right, I got it. All
All
right,
right, yeah.
You're gonna okay, yeah.
Cool,
All right. Oh, a college athlete who's a musician. He's gonna even take
And I'm
an even
NFL
higher
owner.
moral
Yeah,
high
no big
ground.
deal. I
as
got
a-
my one share. You know, we had a good draft this year. And
Share is a
it's really
share.
taken
Yeah.
up with all of that.
Good for you,
But
Ryan.
if I had to choose,
That's a
with
really
the local
relatable
teams-
topic you could write a song about
Yeah,
too. Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
I'm a
yep.
former Division I athlete who plays music, who's an owner of a football
I
team.
mean, who can't relate to that?
Exactly.
So it's
That's every
huge
common man,
marketability for it.
especially the
Huge
people that. Yeah,
marketability.
absolutely.
But if
Right
I
up
had to
there with
choose
Bruce
Yeah,
Springsteen's blue
exactly.
collar stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
That makes a lot of
makes
sense.
It all comes together. It's all
Yeah,
full circle.
of course.
But if I had to choose a local team, I would say Giants.
Giants,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense, and
Yeah.
yeah, they've had a lot of success and be a lot of fun. While you're here, are the Cardinals in town this weekend? Or are they out?
They're in New York.
Oh, they're in New York. Okay, I was gonna say your boy Harrison Bader's from Jersey, and he's maybe you could say hello to him
Yeah.
too. But oh well, Ryan Bexley, get tickets. You can go see him at Game 6 Honky Tonk Joint tonight, but the important show tomorrow. Get your tickets. Go see Ryan perform. It's a night in Nashville. It's in beautiful rafters at Moosylvania and Maplewood. Did you know that, Tommy? When's the last time you took a stroll through Maplewood? It's as
It's been a
pleasant as it
minute.
gets.
It's been a minute.
It's a very
Maybe I'll
nice
go-
area.
Also,
Maybe I'll go Saturday.
I changed Ryan's name Chiron now.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's no longer musician. It's Green Bay Packers owner.
I got to take a picture of that.
We'll send you a screenshot. We have the technology. That is perfect. Oh
That's
my
awesome.
gosh. Best way for people to find your music online?
iTunes, Spotify. Our actually website is in a. We're rebuilding it and rebranding it a little bit. So
Very
we-
cool.
We were just actually talking about it and seeing we're looking. I'm like, this is old. There's so much. It's like,
Hey guys, wait! Ryan's a web designer too.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna make the
Oh.
best website of all
I am
time.
not. That one I will
Isn't
not
it the
have
worst?
a
I
good
hate.
time.
I'm like, my
Can you-
Facebook's fine, the Twitter's fine. I don't want. Why do I have to deal with the website
I
too?
agree.
Can you work on
Yeah.
our site as well? Is that a
Yeah.
thing you'll
Thank
do?
you.
Yeah, I'll send my guy over right away.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ryan Bexley, we look forward to you dominating the CMT
Thank you,
Awards in the
guys.
near future, right?
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
We're going to see that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to let Ryan get out of here. We'll come back on the other side, finish up the hour. Ryan, thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you, guys. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.